All right, today's the day, the first day of You okay? But basically, Lauren and I are going to be doing a mural this summer.
That we are.
Yes. So we figured
Professionally.
we were just talking about this. It's very much Lauren and I's therapy to do art. So when we go out and do events or live art, it's such a fun experience, and we've never done a mural. Right now, I've done like a couple murals inside the co, but never like outside, like really big scale. So,
You did those.
right?
Yeah.
I kind of forget about those sometimes. I do.
I forgot that I painted an entire wall inside of an establishment.
Yeah.
So
We wanted to film this journey and just what is going to happen for us, how we're going to feel about everything, because again, this is a new experience for both of us. And
super raw dog in it. Yeah. And it's gonna be great.
Lauren was just asking me about if I have any thoughts. So,
You know, how you want to go about this, or are you having, the same block that I'm kind of having? Or?
I do have like a few ideas, but I guess the first thing that I wanted to do with you was mainly just like have a conversation about what you like to do in your art, what you're vibing with right now, what we're interested in, and just get to know each other's art a little bit better. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm excited to paint with you.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Lauren and I did a collaboration on a painting for the punk rock flea market. What was it, last year or beginning of the year?
I think it was beginning. I think it was in February.
Yeah, something like that.
February.
And it was so much fun. That was one of the reasons why I got sold on this mural, because the organizer was like, hey, why don't you do this together? And we were kind of like, heck yeah.
Well, a lot of my art is inspired by your art, I feel.
You're so sweet.
Don't even start.
You're so sweet.
Don't even start. So Tina was the first person, I feel, in the Chatham art community that I really vibed with and really looked up to, because you were doing a lot of the things that I was like, wow, it would be so cool to do that one day. I think you were like right in the middle of your residency. I think
so, yeah, because I remember you like painted a jacket or something and you posted about it, and I think you like tagged me.
Yes,
and
it was pants.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
you sent me a message and you were like, I hope it's okay that I did this.
Yes.
And I was like, hell yeah, it's okay. Like, what, girl? And then we just kept talking ever since.
Jived.
Yeah,
We jived.
definitely jived, and I'm so happy about it.
Never
so
touched
glad
those
you.
pants ever again. I painted that one eyeball in the pocket. Was like, work over. We're done here. But yeah. So, what have you been liking lately when you're doing art? Any specific like techniques or?
Well, you know, I love my vibrant colors, shapes,
Okay.
expressions, splatters. I love my splatters. And then I also love bringing lyrics from songs that I'm listening to.
I like doing that too.
And like in so many of my paintings, I love writing them down. It's just kind of mayhem.
So you like chaos.
Yeah.
You thrive in chaos.
And layers. Like layers are a big thing for me. And I'm probably same with you as well. Like the more layers, the better. Well, no, that's not true.
Sometimes you do too much. You're like,
you're like, I should have stopped.
All right, Jesso, you're coming out to play. What I like doing when that happens, though, I'll do like a light. I'll mix water with white acrylic paint, and I'll do like a light layer over top, so it's kind of like shaded, and then that's one layer. And then I get to really start on top. But
I
with
like that.
a little bit of the stuff that I did before coming through. Yes, because I used to love doing like my drips. I used to do a lot of drips.
Yeah.
Which I'm not doing as much right now. What I like doing right now is doing like I like working with the color wheel in a sense where I like taking two colors that kind of like work well together and doing like one side that color, the other side that other color, and then doing I like symbolism right now, so I've been doing a lot of stamps. I've been using a lot of stamps.
Cool.
Which is really fun. But then taking elements of realism, which for me is only specific body parts at the moment.
Right.
Like the heart or like the chest, the pelvis, teeth. Teeth is a big thing.
Yeah.
It always has been.
Yeah,
done,
yeah.
so.
That's interesting. Do you know why you got into teeth specifically?
The teeth, I think for me, I think just body parts in particular, I was like, it's aesthetic. That's all it is. Like decay and body parts, aesthetic only. And then I delved deeper into it. Big fear, phobia around like disease and doctors. So we've got the hypochondriac, but then also the fear of doctors, and they like to clash a lot. Yeah, very fun combo. So I think that it has been my way of like exploring that through my art, because I've had a big fascination with the human body and the way that it changes over time.
Yeah.
The way that it can be affected by the world outside of you. And I think that being scared of that also brings a sort of like curiosity to it as well.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder, what if I dip my toes in Mural? And I think my paintings have been that.
Yeah.
Have been my way of dipping.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So it's your fear, like the outcome of it all? Like, what are they going to tell me?
Yes. So I think my mind really hangs on to the mindset of like, oh, I'm going to go in and they're going to tell me like, I have this brain-eating parasite and I'm going to die in 3 days and I'm going to go blind and whatever. So what really helped with that was being like, okay, if you really can't let this ideology go, think like, what if it was your reality? Now accept it. Now just accept it. It is what it is, because that's life. Like, if it happens, it happens. So I'm like going in there like, all right, he's going to tell me I have glaucoma. And that'll be the end of it. I'll get glasses. I'll get treatment. I'll go home. I'll go blind. I don't care what happens. That's what it is. Was I still shit? Yeah. Was I still shit in my pants? Oh,
of course. Yeah. It's not going to stop that.
Oh,
absolutely.
But I was like, okay, I'm letting go. Whatever happens, happens. Let's go back to the can jam, shall we?
We're gonna go back to the can jam. I did make a little Pinterest board of like some things that kind of like were inspiring me.
Okay.
But I was just looking at like, I really loved this because obviously a big thing that I've done with murals is my flowers.
Yeah.
That's the biggest scale.
Is that what
I've
you're
ever done.
really comfortable with, in the sense of like doing something on a really big scale like that?
I mean, probably, but I'm also open to trying something else.
Yeah. I like, in this one here, I like when paintings have like a whole like vibrant whatever and then just line work with like white or black or something. I really like that.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of that.
I really like this one too because again, it's that mix of drawings within it where I think that's something that you bring to the table. You know,
don't get you wrong, I use a fucking reference every time.
But you put me in front of a canvas and go, all right, hands. And I'm like, but do you trace? You don't trace. You just use a reference. That's still amazing. Give yourself that you have amazing ability to like look at something and take it and put it on a canvas and do it really well.
Thank you. Teeth, I will say that's the one thing I'd never use a reference for.
Something like that, I'm like, okay, like just like the layers, and the colors. Like, I saw this and I thought of you. So that's a big thing that you bring is your surrealism. Is it like I could totally see us like working together on this like dope as fuck like background, and then you doing these like big images, like surrealism images, and then I can help you just like color them in or something like that.
Something that would be really fucking cool. I really like doing flowers, but putting teeth as the inside.
Oh my gosh.
And you really like your flowers. So
yeah.
I thought that's something that I thought of collab wise.
Yeah.
A good exercise for us too, I feel, would be like us both having a canvas and painting for 30 minutes and then switching and see what just flows.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about, are you like a big planner when you paint? So I feel like I would just get disappointed and stressed out if we had this huge plan and it had to go exactly that way on the mural. So I think it would be nice to kind of like do that like every 30 minutes switch to see where our mind goes when we see each other's art on a canvas and we have to alter it. I think that would be beneficial.
You can kind of see it. Like I did like
no fucking way!
I literally did
That's
it.
so funny.
Yeah, I literally did it. And then I did these kind of like small flowers where it would be eyes.
Oh, that would be so fucking sick! That would be so
And
fun.
then we have just like a few really big ones with teeth.
Can we please keep that as like something we do?
Okay, you can kind of see it here. But this is potentially an idea. But that was something I was like, this is something I need to get out of my head because I really could see us doing something like that really well, where it's, you know, taking like my vibrancy but then adding like your like metal like punk rockedness like to like my like and you're just like like kind of like to it. That's like the best way I know how to explain it, you know what I mean?
Noises, I get it.
Yeah,
I get
it.
I get it.
I'm all about the noises. I'm sorry. She gets it. And that's why she's my friend. She gets it.
I really do.
Yeah, it is going to take some... It's going to be interesting for Lauren and I because we're the only ones who are doing a collaborative piece where everybody else is by themselves, right? So...
I didn't even think about that.
So that's a challenge in itself. And again, like, we're friends, we know each other, we know each other's art, but we haven't worked together on a scale this big before.
I think we've only worked together on a piece once.
Yeah, like
that was
literally
like the
once.
punk rock thing.
Yeah.
And we had our headphones on, we didn't like talk to it. So it'll be interesting to kind of see that process unfold a little.
Any more thoughts at all from yourself about this?
I think other than that, question, do you like, depending on the wall we get, this is where my mind keeps going, is like what the wall looks like. Depending on what it looks like, would you want to do the entire wall, or would you want to carve out just a specific piece of the wall to do? Because I know that some muralists do that, is they'll leave like some of the wall authentic to its, you know, integrity, and then they do their stuff on the other side. I personally think that with the way that we both art, it is very like in the moment, chaotic, messy. Like we both like to get messy. I feel like containing that wouldn't be ideal in a sense, because we're going to be in open space. It's going to be fun as fuck to get messy. So now that I ask you the question, I'm like, I actually don't want to do just a small piece of a wall. I think it would be nice to do a whole thing, actually.
I guess it'll really depend on the wall, but I think I agree with you, where I'm leaning towards just doing the whole freaking thing.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about this too, is getting the community involved, because I think it would just be so fun to just have, like, I think you said last time, like, if we were going to do flowers, like, to have some areas where it's like, okay, like, put your handprints here, or you know, grab a paint marker and doodle inside this one flower, and that's the community flower.
Yeah, no, because I remember Sarah saying the municipality really leans more towards like something local, something that represents Chatham. And, you know, not into painting crows. Yeah, not painting crows.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even know what to paint in representation of Chatham. I can just represent myself as a person in the
chat,
community.
yeah.
And
I think that's more than enough.
right, and then just get the community involved in somehow, and that can kind of just be our way of like, hey, this represents Chatham in this way.
Yep. This is the community that lives in Chatham. Like, I feel like there's nothing more, you know, in community inviting than being like, oh, look, this is where I put my fingerprint that one time. Or like, that's my name on that wall over there that one time that they did this mural. Like, really being a part of it.
Excited for us. It's gonna be a good time this year, I think. And we'll just next step, we'll get together and we'll do some art making.
Okay, I'm excited.
Same. Alright, are we done with this video?
I think so. I think this is
like almost
part
50
one.
minutes. Part 1. Okay, wait for part 2 where we're gonna do some actual painting. Bye.